Alright, good morning everyone and welcome to the live watch-along. Hopefully we're all doing well. Hopefully excited for the second leg between Arsenal and Leverkusen. Very excited. Very excited. Or to play for 1-1 back at the Emirates, so that's always good. One of the few Premier League teams that actually didn't lose. Surprisingly, only other team that didn't lose was Newcastle, also going 1-1. And obviously, they drew at their home ground at St James Park, so definitely we are poised to be a little bit better situation than them. Just arranging our lineup correctly to make sure. Right, Rice, Zubimendi. Rice, Zubimendi, Eze, Trossard in, Saka, Gyökeres. Does that look right? So we got Raya, Hincapié, Gabriel Saliba, White, Rice, no, not Dalman, Zubimendi. Zubimendi is a Trossard, Saka, Gyökeres. There we go. Okay, all good. So that's our lineup. Initial thoughts. Good to see Ben White back in the starting lineup. It's been a while. Very excited. Got our pretty standard options off the bench. Dowman, Lewis Skelly, Calafiori, Havertz, Madueke, Norgard, Martinelli. Yeah, it's a pretty standard bench as well. Alright, let's get into it. Kick off nearly to start. It's currently, as you can see, 6:56 AM in Australia, where I am at. So, not as bad of a starting time as the last two games, where it was started at around 4 AM for me. So a lot better. I can actually get some sleep, but not gonna lie, most of that night was spent sleepless because I was way too excited for this game. Definitely still feeling that high from my Everton game. It's a little bit chilly down here. It's in the early morning. Alright, come on you Gunners. Come on you Gunners. Let's turn this volume up. Got the pre-game butterflies in my stomach. Oh. Okay, Leverkusen going the 3-4-2-1 as expected. So last time they did really well at shutting down Saka, and which caused Saka to play one of the worst games I've seen him play in a long time. Hopefully with the inclusion of Ben White, that partnership that he has between Saka, can maybe bring out the best out of Saka. Alright. We get to kick off. Let's get an early goal. Let's settle down the nerves. I wish. And it's kick off. Ooh, that's a nice play from Bayer. They've got some space on the wing in the box now, but we close it down pretty effectively. Still not out of the woods yet. The cross coming in, well defended by Saliba. And I've actually gone... No, okay, early corner for Leverkusen. Okay, we did concede a corner from this exact situation early in the half. Ball in, Declan Rice gets a good header out. Well cleared. And not out of danger yet. As Grimaldo still keeps the ball, but lovely tackle from Capier. Still Leverkusen this ball. But Leverkusen forced to go all the way to the halfway line and recycle the play. Capier, great stuff. Against his old club, on loan still. First touch for White. That's more like it from Saka. Retains the position, lays it off to Zimmermandy, who will go to Rice. Back to Zimmermandy. to Saliba, who will probably find Saka on the wing. So you see Ben White there in the middle there as well. So I really do enjoy when Ben White goes for those overlaps around Saka on the touchline. So I hope we're still trying that sort of movement, because I really do like it. I don't like it when our fullback is stuck inside the box, no movement from him. Sort of like leaving Saka on an island at times. Not, you know. It can often lead Saka to stranding him, and he can't really get out of that situation. Saka puts it into Gyökeres, who continues getting possession. Goes to Saka, touching the box. White. Oh, it's a bit of a brawl, but Leverkusen clears their lines and will carry forward. But a poor pass, and Gabriel will recollect. And we go again. Trying to play out of the back right now. White will lay it off to Saka, who will go back all the way to Raya. Playing it around the back again. But looking secure with our passes. So no worries there. Trossard playing at the fullback. And we'll go back to Saliba. So we worked it out. We worked our way out of this press, but the long ball to Gyökeres, a bit too much on it, and we'll go to the keeper. Blast switch just gives the ball right back to Hincapié, who will lead the attack to Zubimendi, who will then find Osaka one-on-one on the wing. Here comes the overlap that I was speaking about. Osaka decides to take it on early and forces a corner. Much better than Saka. He didn't rest. He didn't wait for he didn't wait to make his move so that, he got collapsed on by multiple defenders. I think it's the lesson learnt from the last game, where at times he'd received the ball, didn't really do anything with it, and it allowed Leverkusen to reset and pull all those defenders towards his direction, and by then he was surrounded and couldn't get much done. Corner in. You know what? It's not bad either, actually, but Gabriel missed a header. On the front post. I wonder if he had a... Yeah, it wasn't a bad look either. Good leap. Just mistimes the header and it goes off his shoulder. Ooh, that's a pretty good opportunity. Still a tough angle, but we've seen Martinelli score those. Front post. So, promising signs. Yeah, Leverkusen coming into this game 1-1 against Bayern, but to be said, it was a home game for Leverkusen and Bayern was down to 9 men. So, in that sense, a long shot from Palacios, but pretty easily blocked. That's a lovely pass from Rice, which unlocks Zubimendi, who will find Gyökeres on the run. Gyökeres, oh, tries to cut back to Eze, who was actually all alone on the edge of the box, but was intercepted but forces a corner. It's a lovely little run from Gyökeres and a good idea to try and find Eze. Because Eze was all alone there. What really unlocked all of it was that pass from Rice to Zubimendi in the middle. It was a pretty brave pass. So it's good. You want to see a bit of bravery from our players, because that bravery can unlock the game for us. Anyway, corner coming in from Rice. Not a bad one either, but well dealt with by Kofane. Eze will chip it in, finds Gabriel, but a bit too high, and he can't control the header. Goal kick. Good defending from Nkapie. Being physical. A lot of Leverkusen's attacks coming in on that left-hand side, and so a bit of a shift for Nkapie, but so far he's managed it pretty well. Has defended very well. Interceptions and tackles and clearances. Multiple already in this game. But I'm trying to switch the play, but will end up in Saka's feet, who will had to hurd the kick it away, and Leverkusen yet again retains possession. Grimaldo. will just give it away to Raya, who will lead the break. Is it Saka trying to find Eze but overhit? Nice interception from Zumani. Oh, that's a push. There is. Oh, wait. A bad throw in for fine Trossard, who shoots! Drags it wide to the right. Yeah, Trossard just mishits that with his left foot. And unfortunately, it was a good opportunity there as the throw in was pretty poor. But we retain possession now from a pretty bad clearance. We'll find Saka, who will find Trossard! Oh. This time around, Trossard gets on his right foot, his favourite foot, and a good stop from Blasic. There's a nice cut inside from Trossard. Somewhat uses the Leverkusen defender as a shield to block the shot coming in, but a good reaction from the goalkeeper and a fairly good save. Maybe if Trossard went for a powerful low-driven shot in the corner there, I think that would be the better option. But nonetheless, a good attacking play. Here comes a corner. Saka will chase the ball down. Eze. Lovely slip pass into Saka. On the wings, we'll find Trossard again. Saka whips it in, no one in the middle. Okay, bright start from Saka. We're definitely playing this game with a lot more bravery. We're not afraid to make the risky pass. And so far, technically, our passing hasn't been too bad. I think our accuracy is pretty high. Oh, lovely turn from Zubimendi. I love to see that. Rice carrying the ball forward. We'll find Hincapié, who will find Trossard, who backheels it into Rice on the edge of the box. Zubimendi slips it past. Ooh, but no one there. Zubimendi predicting a run in that sort of area, but no run was made. I think the closest person there was not sure who it was. It wasn't Gyökeres. Gyökeres was on the other side. Might have been actually. I don't know. Oh, we get the ball back from Rice's interception. So Leverkusen a little bit sloppy at the moment. We're getting on top of the game. See if we can't make use of this possession, as we're mounting a lot of pressure. Okay, Ben White overlaps, draws the defender there. So now Saka has a 1v1, 1v2. Saka Is it in the box? Saka yet again. It's a bit of a tussle. Free kick. We already see that overlap there by Ben White, which draws the defender away from Saka, so Saka is left with a one-on-one opportunity there. So already that movement just really helps Saka out. Lovely tackle from Gabriel. Oh, that's a trip. Okay. Oh, a long ball to Gyökeres. Oh, nearly find him. And they're forced to clear it for a throw-in. Good bit of physical presence from Gyökeres. Throw-in. Oh, Ben White was trying to find Trossard on the wing. Leverkusen just gives it away by Baku. Rice will find Eze beautifully in the middle of the park, who will then lay it off, and we've got a bit of a breaking opportunity. Hincapié on the wing. Crosses in early, but forces a corner. That's a good play. That's a really good play. Lovely pass from Rice. Perfectly on target. And Hincapié just releasing the ball early, trying to find Saka on the other side of the box. Another corner. I think it's our third corner of the night. Saka whips it in. It's not bad, you know. Oh, Gabriel goes over the bar. That was a lovely corner, and Gabriel gets a good contact onto it. Would have been on because the goalkeeper kind of committed, and Gabriel just couldn't keep the ball down. Oh. What an opportunity there. What an opportunity. Rice carrying the forward. Hincapié whips it in again. Another corner. Actually, no, it's going to be a handball. So a free kick on right outside the box. Yeah, clear handball there. Luckily for, I think it was Kwanzaa, he was outside of the box. Otherwise that would have been pen. Anyway, a good opportunity, another set piece. Rice goes for goal, and Blaswich is alert and parries the ball all the way for a throw in. That was close to any deflection there. Gabriel nearly got to there. Just needed a slight touch to redirect the ball and could have most likely been a goal. But we get a long throw by Rice. We don't usually, in the past, recently we haven't done a lot of long throws, and yeah, we just fake it. Rice goes short. White crosses it in. Saka gets a good header, but comfortable save for the keeper. And Kofane Kofane is still down, clutching his rib. He probably did get some contact. Yeah, there was a bit of contact between him and Capier. No foul. I think both players were just going for the ball. Kofane pretty much just launches his body into Capier, and Capier just challenging, well within his rights to challenge that ball in the air. Play on. Oof. Poor pass from Gabriel. Will give the ball away at the middle. Oh, Grimaldo gets it. Nice ball. Oh, it's a Grimaldo in the box, but lovely tracking back from Hincapié. That could have been scary, but Grimaldo couldn't get a shot off because Hincapié closes him down all the way from the other side of the pitch. And yeah, Hincapié has been excellent so far in this game. Absolutely excellent. And I think it goes out for a goal kick as well. Yeah. So, wow. Oh no, sorry. It is a corner. It is a corner. So not out of the woods yet. Not out of the woods yet. Corner whips in. Very long corner. And Andrich's middling header goes out for a goal kick. Lovely hold up. Saka, but couldn't control the ball. Not the best touch from Saka. But we get the ball right back. Zubimendi will intercept. Tries to retain possession. Oh, a bit of miscommunication from Leverkusen. We got some Saka in the box. Whips a shot in. Straight at the keeper though. But another corner. And another shot on target. But unfortunately it's just straight at the keeper. Went for a hard power shot into the top right, but the keeper was already covering his near post, so was in a good position to stop it. But we've been dangerous on corners so far. A foul called in the box. Not sure where, not sure how, but a foul. Again, a good delivery from Saka. But this time no connection. Oh, hello, Rice. Oh, wait, Saka still has the ball deep in the box. Oh, what a save from the keeper, though. Oh, Blaswich with an outstretched foot denies Trossard a goal. With a small little cutback from Saka to Trossard. Oh, what a stop from the keeper. He's been alert this whole game. And that wasn't the most solid foot as well. That save could have still gone in, but had got enough of his foot on the ball to force it out for another corner on the other side. So Rice would be taking this one. Whips it in. It's a high ball to the back post. Zimmermann mills it in. As a shots blocked. Exciting stuff so far. We've been playing extremely well. We've had all the chances so far. We just need to find a way to break through this defense, and fair play to the keeper, Blaswich. He's been on point. Oof, bit of a push on Saka. Nothing allowed to play on. Zubimendi still has the ball though. Has options out wide, but opts to go back to sleeper. But who will go out wide to White? Mars is closed down by 4 Arsenal players. Was able to chip back to Grimaldo, but Leverkusen playing with fire. And yeah, a corner. Leverkusen trying to play out of the back, but so far the pressing from Arsenal has been very, very good. It's caused a lot of mistakes from Leverkusen this game already. It's caused them a lot of struggles. They've missed a lot of passes. They've miscommunicated on a lot of those as well. Definitely feeling the pressure of our press. Alright, so another corner for Saka on the right side. Again, has been very good with deliveries, just need that end product. Goes short though. Eze will lay it off to Trossard, who will shoot it. Oh, do we have a rebound? A rebound? A rebound? Any rebound? No! The ball was just bobbling all over. Oh, the rebound we just couldn't get a foot off it. Oh, dear me. I think we had a couple of touches, but none of them went into the goal. Kofane still has the ball though. They have a bit of a touch in the box, but nothing doing. Cleared. Still by Leverkusen's possession. Poku's cross gets blocked by Nkapie for a corner for Leverkusen. Having a closer look on this. To be fair, there might have been a foul by Gyökeres in the box there, so I'm not too sure if that would have been a goal. But still, an opportunity there to put the ball in the back of the net. Gone begging. Leverkusen's corner, well dealt with, on target from Tapsoba, but Raya was there. Oh no, a bad pass from Rice, way behind Gyökeres, and he slips. So Leverkusen will retain possession. Sorry, regain possession. Oh, Leverkusen just gives it right to Eze in the middle of the park. We'll try and find Trossard, but not the best pass from Eze. But we get it right back. Yeah, Leverkusen still struggling to get out of the press. Zubimendi, Hincapié. Not the best touch, but still retains possession. Zubimendi on the half turn. Good dribbling. Oh dear, the pass was not great though to Trossard. Way behind him. And it goes out for a throw. Of late, I think there's been a lot of criticism to Zubimendi, but this game he's been brave. He's been defensively very, very good. He's taking the game on. Definitely looking to... Oh, wait, we got a touch. Eze! Shut up! Oh, fucking God! Oh, Eze! Oh, my God! That is why we signed this man! That is why we signed this man! Oh, my God! Wow. Eze just turns nothing into one of the best goals you'll see this season. Just touches it, swivels around off the half volley, and slams the ball into the back of the net in the top corner. Nothing you can do as a keeper. What a shot. Wow. That was amazing. 1-0 to the Arsenal. That just came out of nowhere, you know? But Eze puts us up 1-0, 2-1 on aggregate, and we are ahead. And definitely well deserved. We've been the more likely to score. And talk about that, Trossard gets possession in the box, fakes once, fakes twice, couldn't get the ball back to Rice though, who was waiting on the edge of the box. And Leverkusen will look to break, but White chases it down. And ultimately, we get possession back. Rice, again, galloping forward. Has options on his left and uses it. Trossard couldn't quite escape. And Leverkusen just kicks it out to throw in. They're struggling really mightily. You can definitely tell the difference between how we're playing at the press versus how Leverkusen are. Leverkusen are making a lot of errors. They're rushing a lot of their passes. They seem so uncomfortable trying to get out of their press, whereas we are patient. Glory, glory, Tottenham Hotspur. When did they play? Did they play tomorrow? Hopefully Atletico thumps them yet again, but a nice ball to Gyökeres. Well handled. Oh, draws a foul. Yeah, it's a free kick at the edge of the box for us. Yeah, I did see it. Look at that. An assistant referee at the line runs into a player warming up and falls down. Gets right back up though. Alright, set piece. Edge of the box. We've been lively. Tomorrow 7 a.m. Aussie time. Oh, okay. That's another good time for us. I'll definitely be watching that one. A bit of a... Think they'll get something out of... Will they be a bit more confident after the Liverpool game? Probably not. Alright. Trossard whipping it, looking to go short to Saka, who finds some space to Saliba. Eze? It's looking for another long shot. Rice, ooh, nearly found some one in the box. But we retained possession. I feel like I've said that a million times. We've retained possession so well. Hincapié. I might have jinxed it a little bit. Hincapié just loses the ball to Palacios. But hey, we get the ball back. Rice is a workhorse. And Eze sticks our foot out, and we still retain possession. Oh, it's a foul? Oh, that's a soft one, don't you think? Potentially late. Might have to look at replay. Oh, look at that shot from Eze. It's just instinctive. So many of his finishes are just instinctive. The one against in the FA Cup was just him just turning around, just a couple of dribbles to get some space, and then just smack it into the back of the net. A lot of the shots he took against Everton were just instinctive. The one that was curling, that nearly curled into the bottom left corner. He just has an eye for goal. And he's definitely working his way into form. After, struggling a little bit to fit in potentially, to maybe play what the manager wants of him. He's definitely found his stride now. He's starting to get a lot more shots off. Now a bit more willing to drop deep to receive the ball and make some through passes. He's been excellent so far. Oh, Leverkusen does get possession back, but they are struggling to complete some passes, And again, we nearly regain possession. Yeah, our midfield has been bossing it this game now. Anyway, bit of possession from Leverkusen on the left wing. Closed down by Saka and White. And the cross pretty easily dealt with by us. As we will try to clear our lines. Not the best clearance from Hincapié. Kwanzaa. Grimaldo trying to find Kofane, but Saliba just clears it away. Can Gyökeres... Ooh. There won't be too much injury time. I'm probably thinking 2 minutes maybe. We definitely deserve a second goal. Maybe a bit too greedy, but the way we've played, the way we've dominated the press. Maybe one of Gabriel's headers off the corner was a bit more clinical. Yeah, so just one more minute. Alright, half a minute time left. And I think Leverkusen's happy to just play it out and go into the locker room with no further damage done. I think they'll try to mount one last attack here. And they will have some space on the wing with Poku. A wild cross into the box and goes over the net for a goal kick. And that's the end of the half. So 1-0 to the Arsenal. A lovely, lovely start to the game. Eze with a brilliant strike to put us up 1-up. Alright, half time. Yeah, let's enjoy a bit of a break. Alright, welcome back and let's get ready for the second half. A very enjoyable first half, enjoyable first game. Okay, let's not get caught asleep again by Leverkusen's kickoff tactic. Hopefully we're a bit more wise this time. Kickoff. Okay, so far so good. As it goes out for a throw-in on our side of the half. (8 a.m. 1 more hour to go before I have to open up my laptop to go to work. I am working from home, which is great. Oh wait, we got a bit of piss in. Oh, that's a bad tackle. And should be yellow card for the Leverkusen man. Although Palacios also came out pretty worse for wear too. But yeah, late challenge from Palacios, and maybe a bit of karmic retribution gets trotted on by Eze. So it might be a little painful, but game goes on, and we end up with Saka under wing. Alright. Saka and Ben White combining. Haven't seen it too often this game yet, but we'll definitely have seen Saka a bit more lively because of White's presence, making runs on behind the defense, so Saka has more 1v1 opportunities. Also with White being a bit more wide, Saka has had a lot more touches in the box this game compared to the last time out where Saka was constantly getting the ball on the touchline, never really being a threat. Just watching the reactions to Ezra's. Oh, anyway, Leverkusen has some, but good interception by Zubimendi. We just came at a replay and the ball was in our box. That was a little bit frightening, but good tackle from Trossard will regain possession, and he'll try and dribble his way out of it, and does pretty well. Gets a throw in. I was going to say, just watching the reactions of the players from Eze's strike, Ben White's hands on his head this whole time, like he just couldn't believe what he just saw. Exactly how I reacted, actually. Bit of an infringement. Don't know what. Don't know where. Don't know what. Looks like a handball signal. Not sure what. But it is our ball still. And we launch it long. Oh, we find Trossard, you know. He might have a shot at, you know. He has a shot. Oh, tries to kill in the top right corner. And Blaswich didn't react. He probably, let's see if it was close or not. Didn't have as much kill as Trossard would have liked it to have. Yeah, but was close. It was very close. Just didn't have the curl needed to sneak into that top right corner. But Blaswich was stunned. He just couldn't move. Definitely didn't expect Trossard to launch it from there. Okay, as Leverkusen has a bit of space. Grimaldo whips it in, but Gab Saliba is there to clear it away. And Declan will probably just boot it out of there. Good clearance, actually. Really good clearance. Goes to Gyökeres, who holds it up quite well. Nearly retains possession. Gyökeres hasn't had too much to do. Most of his involvement has been trying to hold up the play for the team. And to be fair to him, has done that pretty well. But I'd rather put him in positions where he's able to shoot, but he's a selfless warrior at times. Let's see if Leverkusen can play out of the press a little bit better than the first half. Obviously, hope not. And, they're still struggling. As they give the ball back to Raya. I don't imagine teams in the Bundesliga is as press heavy as the Premier Leagues are. Especially away at our home. Probably not an easy thing to do. That's a good pass from Zubendi. A nice flick on by Eze. Gyökeres will give it back and Saka finds some space in the box. Does he cut inside? He tries to. He's a bit held up now and, invites a bit of too much pressure. Isn't able to make up his decision whether to lay it off or shoot. But hey, we get the position back and Gyökeres has some space. He might look for a long shot, Ooh, drives it in, tries to find the bottom right. But the keeper had it well covered. Probably from there needed to try and curl it in top right. We have seen him do that in the past. But I think the keeper had it pretty well covered anyway, so. But good to see him on the shot chart. Okay, a bit of creativity in Leverkusen. They've got some space. They're in a box. Well blocked by Gabriel. Always making him spotty, large. But Leverkusen trying to regain possession, but Trossard does really well and forces a throw in for us. Trossard enjoying his first start in quite a while since his injury. And he's played very well, obviously. Involved in the assist with Eze's goal and fulfilling a lot of his defensive duties and retaining possession very well. Oof. free kick to Leverkusen, but at the halfway line, so no real danger. As I say that, Leverkusen out on the wings with Grimaldo, but lovely tackle from Saka. How about that? But gives the ball away immediately. Grimaldo in the box, but he's surrounded by red shirts and Hincapié will clear, but only as far as Andrich. Leverkusen enjoying a bit of possession here, but I think we're defending very well, and Kwanzaa's cross straight to Raya. So we handled that bit of pressure pretty well. Didn't really offer any gaps in the defense. And so now it's our turn to attack, as Saka has a bit of space on the wing. Ben White offering himself in overlap, but uses Gyökeres, lays it off to Trossard. Looks to whip it in. Alright, tried to find Gyökeres in the middle, but the defender was in the way. Oh, Hincapié loses out to Palacios. But bad ball from Kofane, and Trossard has a possession. Feigns a shot. Eze. Oh, the pass was from Trossard to Eze wasn't that great. A bit too loose, and Eze gets dispossessed. A big opportunity there. It was about, I think it was like a 3-on-3, 4-on-4 maybe. Unfortunately, Trossard's execution of that pass was not great. He had a couple of options. He could have shot from outside the box as well. Potentially that might have been the better decision, but Andrich, that's well, that's your centre half trying to shoot from long range, and it goes well wide. Nearly hits the corner flag, and goal kick for us. So far, not much for Raya to do, which is good. It's a testament to our midfield and our back four doing their job. A couple of shots on target on Raya, but they were pretty easily handled. Yeah, our midfield's been fantastic this game. Zubimendi and Rice has worked well together. Definitely been one of Zubimendi's better games so far, which is good to see. I think he's had a bit of rest when this game. Obviously played a bit in the Everton game, but get subbed out for Dowman. And then the game before against Mansfield didn't play a single minute. Yeah, Leverkusen looking to press themselves. But we've been pretty good at playing out of the press, but I cursed a little bit, I think, as White misplaces the pass. Leverkusen has some possession now, deep in our half. Poku. Back to Andrich. Bit of a chip into Grimaldo. The cross comes in, and there's a foul from Kofane on Gabriel. So, again, a good defensive effort from the boys. Yeah, we're doing really well defensively too. We're creating chances and we're limiting any clear looks at goal. So far, pretty complete performance from the whole team. But a couple of subs for Leverkusen. 2 subs. Terrier for Tillman. Obviously Tillman the one at fault for giving up the penalty in the reverse fixture. We could use another penalty. That'd be great. But with the way Saka's been playing, I don't think Madueke will see too many minutes tonight. Especially with Saka's defensive capabilities. Alright, half an hour left to play. Oh, that's a nice incisive ball to Grimaldo, who whips it in, but we deal with it very well yet again. And a big clearance from Gabriel. Gyökeres, that was a nearly chased down the back pass to the keeper. She'll start pulling up a little bit gingerly, but I think she'll be okay. Okay, Gyökeres making a run, finds. Oh my gosh! Oh, that's a lovely play from him. But we'll keep our eyes up on the game as Leverkusen mounting their own counter-attack. But lovely tackle from Zubimendi. He's played an amazing game so far. But yeah, going back to the moment, Gyökeres making a run. Oh, making another run. Got some space here against Andrich. Turns in, turns around, shoots! Oh! Fakes one way, fakes the other way. Tries a shot with the left foot, but Andrich with the block, which might have just saved the situation there. But yeah, the cutback by Gyökeres. So close to reaching Hincapié. It was perfectly on target as well. Yeah, we're so close to getting that second goal that will probably seal the deal. Martinelli preparing to come on for probably Trossard. Martinelli's been very good in the Champions League. Especially coming on as a sub. Saka's ball in. Not the greatest, but flicked on. Oh, wait a minute. We got the ball back in the box. Zubimendi trying to find Saka, but not the best pass. Leverkusen still struggling, and they finally clear it, but only as far as Rice, who might shoot it! Oh, yes! It's not a goal! Declan Rice. Declan Rice puts us up 2-up. Apologies, I forgot to start the timer. Yeah, wow. Again, Leverkusen struggling to play out of the back, and Rice just picks the ball up and drills it, places it into the bottom right-hand corner. What a strike. Beautiful. You cannot save that. Andrich also in the way, blocking the keeper's view. Just curls it in. A little touch off the post. Couldn't have been any more perfect. And we're up 2-0, and this tie is nearly all but over. Maybe Leverkusen definitely requiring a little bit more magic to pull this one back, but so far we've been comfortable and we have definitely deserved this lead. 64-23. Alright, I think I'll stick the timer. I need to remember to start the timer there. So 2-0. Again, the story of this game has been our midfield and our press. Leverkusen has had no answer. They've struggled to string passes together, and we have been quality. Grimaldo crosses again in. Not a bad ball, you know, but we deal with it quite well. Hincapié will head her out, and the ball is recycled. Oh, there's a lovely turn. He might be able to find Gyökeres. He's making a run. Also, Saka on his right, but Saka is a fakes one, fakes twice. Oh, good block in the end. By I believe it was Tillman. But a good opportunity there by Eze, and I think he's got a bit of a cramp here. But a lovely run from Eze. Uses Gyökeres as a bit of a bait. Uses Saka as a bit of a bait. Cuts in. But couldn't get the shot off as it was well blocked. It looks like we have a triple sub. Zubimendi off for Norgard, which is lovely. Always happy to see some Norgard minutes. Mosquera on for White. And 11. Martinelli. I think that should be right. Yep. So Mosquera for White, Zubimendi, sorry, Norgard for Zubimendi, and Martinelli for Trossard. And with Eze pulling up short, he might even get off the pitch as well quite soon. Still gotta be wary. The 2-0 lead, not fully safe, yeah, but Eze will come off the bench, so come onto the bench, and Havertz will make his way onto the pitch. So Havertz will fill in that cam role. And we'll be able to see a bit more of that link up between Havertz and Gyökeres potentially. Lots of changes in the midfield. Sorry, Havertz is 29, not 24. I'll change that. So we definitely looked for a more physical sort of midfield now. A bit more height. Maybe definitely looking to limit Gyökeres in the box now. Trying to cut inside, but no options available as he's been closely man-marked. Gyökeres gets a ball in, you know. Is it a goal? Is it a goal? It might be checked. It might be checked. The ball did end up in the back of the net, but there might be a handball scenario. And looking at the replay, it might actually be a handball off Havertz that goes in that. Yeah, I'm not going to be too hopeful about it. I think it will be a handball denying us the goal here. Yeah, so. But a lovely play from Gyökeres, finding his way on the wing, just lifting it up, finding Saka on the back post, who heads it towards that corridor of uncertainty where anything could happen, and if it weren't for a handball from Havertz, we'd be 3-0 up. Okay, corner to Leverkusen as the cross in gets dealt by Rice. Still got to be alert here. 2-0 leads often can be deceiving. I still remember that World Cup where Argentina kept getting 2-0 leads but then losing it. But lovely diving header from Gyökeres will clear it. And he's been so good at the front post. He's a big reason why we're so good at defending corners. Because he defends that front post very well. Rice is quality, isn't he? Defends well. Leverkusen does get the ball back and we'll get another corner. Yeah, as I said, Gyökeres is really, really strong at winning those headers in the front post. Grimaldo will whip it in more to the middle. Misjudged by Raya. And thankfully, the ball is headed out by Saliba, I believe. In fact, I don't think Saliba even expected the ball to... He actually comes off his knee. So, wow, that could have been scary. Anyway, another corner in. This time Saliba heads it out, and Saka should be able to clear it off his lines. Retains possession, lovely. Gyökeres with some space. Speedily goes through. He has Mosquera on his right. He'll find him. Oh. But Mosquera's ball in wasn't that great. So yeah, the counters are definitely on. That's why Gyökeres and Martinelli are lethal, since Leverkusen has to chase this game now. And the ball in for, I believe it was Tillman. A bit overhit, as Raya will claim. Hincapié, playing like as if he's a left wing, dribbling like he's a left winger too. He has been amazing this game, Hincapié. Defensively, he's been flawless, especially with a lot of the attacks coming in on his side in the first half. He dealt with them perfectly, and he's still doing a defensive masterclass right now. I think we have one more substitution left in our hands, so I wonder if we'll ever use it. What who would use it for? Not sure. I think our midfield is pretty set. I don't think we'll be seeing any defensive subs, at least anymore. So I'm thinking it's either going to be Madueke coming in, or maybe even giving Dalman some minutes to experience the Champions League. But before we get ahead of ourselves, Tillman with the ball at the edge of the box. Only goes back to Quansah though. Actually, I don't think that's Tillman. I think Tillman's more of a central midfielder. Ooh! The cross finding Quansah, who tries to head it toward goal but misses. And had a bit worried there as he had to dive to his right, but shot was well off target, so not a chance for Leverkusen. Gyökeres does really well again with his hold-up play, which is he's done that all night. Saka with some space shoots on target but straight at the keeper, and I think we saw that same exact situation early in the first half where Saka was finding himself some space and shoots straight at the keeper. But again, forcing a corner. We've definitely been very effective with corners tonight. No end product as of yet, but Gabriel has ended up on the end of 2 of them, and one of them definitely in his wheelhouse to finish, but blazes it over the bar. Saka whips it in. Not bad, but cleared by Leverkusen. Oh my goodness. Palacios tried to play it out, but dribbles into danger, but somehow Leverkusen is able to break away, but Rice contains it very well. Talking of Rice, intercepts the ball. He'll look for Gyökeres, but nicely intercepted by Grimaldo. I think if Rice went with the aerial route instead of going along the ground, but anyway, Leverkusen trying to cross it in. Hincapié doing well. Another ball in by Garcia, a lot better of a cross with a lot more whip, a lot more pace, but Gabriel is there to deflect it out for a throw in. Yeah. So yeah, last 15 minutes, we've only got 30% of the ball, but none of Bayer's possessions have been effective as another cross in comes, but we dealt with it pretty easily Martinelli wrestling, and will win us a throw-in or a free kick. I think it's a free kick. So yet again, defensively, super solid. Dealing with these crosses that are coming in very, very, very well. Both Gabriel and Saliba are just handling things in the middle of the park. And so only 10 minutes left before the full-time whistle. Or at least before injury time. Yeah, extra time. You know, we're in the box. Gyökeres tries to lay it off to Saka. Not an easy opportunity, but Leverkusen will retain possession, and they might start a counter here with Kolbrev. Is it Kolbrev? Not sure. Garcia's cross just smacks into Rice, but they will retain possession. Kwanzaa. Back to Andrik. Kolbrev with another crawl ball in, but Riot claims yet another one. He's been very, very good. Tries to release Havertz, but bit overhit. And Blastwich does well to play it out to safety. Blastwich has been good tonight. He stopped quite a lot of our shots. But the two shots that did go past him, I don't think any keeper would be saving them. There were shots that were just pinpoint accurate with a lot of pace behind it. Another cross in by Garcia, but Gabriel wins another one. See more crosses coming in, but none of them have been threatening. I think this will be Leverkusen's very last substitution. Taking off their captain, Andrik. So definitely trading defense for offense in a last-ditch attempt to rescue the game for Leverkusen's perspective. Mosquera, great clearance for a throw-in. I've been critical of Mosquera lately, but tonight's been very good. Although most of Leverkusen's attack has come through the other side. And Raya will claim yet another ball. Rice released, galloping through. But we will play it back and recycle. A good switch of play. We should look to just control the game a bit here. Retain possession. Kill the game. Play the clock as the 12th man. A bit of a loose pass from Norgard, but he will retain possession, but only to give it away shortly after. Kofane with a very ambitious shot from outside the box and drags it well wide. as Rice was closing him down. Again, another shot that doesn't find its target. Another cross in, but Raya yet again laying claim to another cross, and he's done that a fair few times tonight. Mosquera bounding forward, trying to find Saka with the cutback, but slightly mishit, and Leverkusen will yet again mount another last-ditch attempt at goal. Tillman has some space. They have a touch in the box now. Crossing in. Oh, what a beautiful save from Raya. You know, that was a bit... We were a little bit lax there. We sort of switched off and Schick found some space off the cutback. And Raya, outstretched hands, saves. Sorry, it was Kafane, not Schick, but nevertheless, Raya claws that ball out for a corner. And Gabriel deals with the corner that follows. And we are all clear. The first uncomfortable save for Raya. The earlier two saves beforehand were pretty tame, but this one had to be alert, had to outstretch. Yeah, he's been flawless this game, Raya. Maybe that one, he just misjudged one cross, but that's it, really. It looks like Miles Lewis-Scully will get ready to see off the game. Well, we won't be able to play that much. I don't think there's going to be much injury time. Probably come on for Nkapie, just to enjoy a bit. Yeah. Arteta's clawing him over. And he will make that one final sub. Oh, not yet. Maybe the next time. We enjoy a late throw-in, deep in the half, with only 1.5 minutes left of regular time. And we finally get the sub off. Arteta was just waving at the ref, like, please. And Gyökeres will be replaced by Skelly. Not among the GA tonight, Gyökeres, but he has worked very hard. He's one of the reasons why our press was so prominent. And was involved in some key moments tonight. So did the hard yards for us tonight. Raya will claim yet another ball, and injury time nearly upon us. 4 more minutes actually. It's a lot longer than I expected. Not sure where that 4 minutes had come from. But Martinelli will find some space on the left wing. Dribbles in, tries to find a cross, but is deflected for a corner, so more time off the clock. Precious time Leverkusen cannot afford to waste. Can we finish it off with just one last corner goal? Although I expect us to maybe go short to burn more clock, but we'll see. We might fancy our chances. Okay, we do whip it in. Rice finding Norgard. He tried to find a body in the middle, but is parried away by the goalkeeper. Lewis Skelly. I think he's playing as a midfielder. Yep, so he's playing as the other. So we have 3 defensive midfielders on the park right now. Definitely a sign of what Arteta wants to do. We could even be playing as a 5-back at this point. But oh, we could have. Havertz still chasing a ball. Not the. Just fails a back heel a little bit. Well, time's ticking. Less than 2 minutes left. And Leverkusen trying to find 2 goals in less than 2 minutes. I don't think that's going to happen. So, looks like we're going to be moving on. And our next match is against. I'm not sure what the score was between Sporting and Bodo Glimt. So we're working hard for the clean sheet. Oh, Schick's pass was way too far. And that's probably going to be the last kick of the game outside of Ryan's goal kick coming up. And that's going to be it, 2-0. Comfortable win, honestly. Only one shot on target that really troubled Raya. But outside of that, it's us going through to the quarterfinals. Alright, and I need to get ready to go to work, but thank you for joining me, to those that did join, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful morning yet again as we enjoy another 2-0 win at the Emirates. Yeah, okay, thank you for joining me and have a great day, everyone.